We're sitting where a bunch of funnels lead down to a creek. There's a scrape right behind me, pretty fresh. May try some rattle and some grunt. There's a lot of big deer in this area. This is our first hunt here in the rut. My dad's here, my uncle. We got 3 people in the stand. We got 3 good areas covered, so if they move this morning, we'll get one. Stay tuned.
People.
Guys, I just rattled about 10 minutes ago. Had a little 4-pointer come up here and hit a licking branch and come 10 steps. It's hard not to shoot, but there's a lot bigger deer in here. Next year he'll be big. If he goes toward my dad, he may not last too long. But it'll get your nerves going. Shaking a little bit. When I first seen him, he was at 20 yards. He come out this thicket across from me where I knew they would be. He knew something wasn't right, but he just run back behind me. My wind is going back up that way, which is good because there ain't no deer gonna come over that way. We'll give it about 20 minutes. We're gonna hit the horns and grunt a couple more times. See if we can't get one to come back in. Bigger one.
It's not easy work being a mountain hunter. But when you get one, the reward is so much better. Got about another half a mile to the truck. And today's Thanksgiving, so made some good food and get back in the woods tonight. What's going on, guys? It's the 27th of November, day after Thanksgiving. It's on a Friday. Going back in the same spot. I seen a 4-pointer and 3 does yesterday. Then we hunted yesterday evening. I seen 2 does, so we're gonna ease back in here. There's 3 of us again. There's a bunch of people to our right. There's 2 other trucks, maybe 4 people, 3 people. So if we don't hear no booms by the 10 o'clock, we're probably gonna get up and move. But it's getting close to the rut. There's already some does, they say, that are in heat, but I've seen 2 does together and 3 does together, so we're gonna get back in this open thicket. But where I'm hunting, it ain't open on the other side of where I'm sitting, so we're gonna rattle and grunt, see if we can't get a big one to come in. There's some monsters runs this creek right here. I'll show y'all our setup when we get in there. Oh guys, 7:26. This morning before it got daylight, there was a coyote up here howling. It sounded like he's pretty good ways away. I always carry a little squaller with me. He got way over there on that ridge. He was just moving around. Then he come down here. I was gonna shoot him down in this bottom. I figured, what the heck? Got that collar, so when I called, he come all the way up. I had an angle around these trees. I wasn't zoomed in the best, but you can see him. He run right up there. I think he's dead right up here to the left. Surprised he run, because all I had was his head and his neck. But that got the heart a pounding a little bit. I love shooting them things, man. I've always wanted to coyote hunt this, and I never have. But it's still really, really early. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna rattle, grunt, see if we can't kill some big old buck. Guys, I just seen a little spike. I thought it was a doe at first. I was kind of repositioning. And back behind me is the open pines. When I seen it, it was about 30 yards away. I really didn't expect anything to come from back behind me. There is a scrape back there, it's pretty fresh, but figured it was nighttime. People started hollering down here behind me, and he kind of went up and around this big ridge. I think a man might have to push in through this creek and get back in there where them laurel thickets are at, but we're seeing deer. I mean, they're going to that laurel thicket and coming this way, going back behind me to another laurel thicket. Just trying to be patient. There's a lot of nice bucks in here. I mean, I ain't gonna be too picky, but the 2 deer I've seen yesterday morning and this morning are the smallest deer that I have on camera. So it said peak movement was between 9 and 12. So I think it's like 9:15, 9:30 right now, so may rattle again. See if we can't get one stirred up. I still don't think the rut's heavy right here. I've seen too many does together. They shouldn't be grouped up. That spike kept looking right over here in front of me, where I expect a big one to come from. There's a big creek bottom down there with a bunch of hiking trails around it. And this patch of woods right in front of me is the farthest away from any hiking trail in here. So I don't want to just push over there and bump all of them out. I'd rather just let them come this way or go back that way. But our other buddy, he's seen 2 does so far, real early in the morning. Like I said, they're still kind of grouped up, but I think we'll probably hunt till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I got a pretty good walk out of here, especially carrying that coyote. If I made a good shot, but I think we're gonna eat lunch and head back in. Probably won't come back here. I don't feel like this would be a good evening spot unless it was just prime rut, but it'd be a good morning spot if they keep doing what they're doing and it gets to where I'm at the end of my vacation. Probably just come down here, pull the deer cart down in here instead of having to go back and get it, and just sit here all day and see if I can't kill 2 bucks. I mean, I want to get some meat in the freezer, but just trying to be patient. I mean, it's the second day we've hunted. Tomorrow's Saturday. We're gonna hunt probably tomorrow. Dad can hunt with me. Be my dad, my uncle. I may try to get my brother to go, and be 3 or 4 of us. So there's a lot of pressure up here right now, but I'm way away from any of the pressure. Not a lot of people come down in here. We pulled in this morning, I think there was like six people. I know there was 2 other trucks. There was 3 in our truck, maybe 2 in another one, so there's 6 or 7 people. And I'm the only one that shot this morning, and I ain't gonna pass no coyote just because he was going toward the bedding area where I'm expecting the deer to be at. They're getting overpopulated. And we may come in here and do some predator hunting right after the season. I've been wanting to do that. So let me know if y'all want to see that. But I think I've got over my cold. I still got a little runny nose, but I had to get checked for COVID and it was negative, which is awesome because you don't want to have that stuff. But let's do a rattle in sequence and see if we can't get something stirred up. I'm ready to shoot a big one. Yes. 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 Whoa. Just got a big one, baby. Just got a big one. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I hope I got that on video. I should have zoomed in, but he knew I was up here. Oh my God, that's how fast it can happen. Oh man. That's why you hunt right there. I was sitting there playing on my phone. I can hear pretty good. Heard a limb break down here below me and I just kept looking. And I don't know if y'all can see this, but I knew those deer were bedding up in here. And I peeped around this tree and all I seen was a big rack coming up through here. And so I eased like this to see if I could get the camera on. And he was looking dead at me. I'm like, crap, he's got me pegged, he's gonna take off. So I kinda eased back here. I went ahead and got my gun up on my shoulder and I eased around and he was sitting there just looking at me. I put it right on his chest. Luckily I had a shot because he had me pinned. He knew something was back here. But ooh, I got the old legs are shaking. I gotta call my uncle and tell him. So as you can see right where I'm sitting, and the old 30-06 dropped him like it was hot. Didn't take another step. But that's pretty good tip. If you put you a tree when you're hunting on the ground, I seen them right down in here. And I pulled my gun up in between this tree and him and eased around and boom, shot him right down there. So couple gunshots going off around me. I wanted to walk my stuff out so I wouldn't have to pack it all up. But I had a guy up here above me walking with an orange vest on where this deer come from, and I really don't want him to I go up there and come back and he claims my deer. So my uncle's gonna go get the deer cart. But gonna walk down here and check him out. Looked like he had a big old body on him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a sweet buck. I don't think he has brow tines though, but he might. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, look at that big old buck. Whew. Dang, that's a nice buck. I don't know if he's as wide as the one I killed last year, but he has some mass to him. Got one brow tine. Big ol' 7-pointer. Thought he was an 8. Big ol' 7-pointer. Wow. Big old body. Probably about a 4 or 5-year-old buck, I'd say. Definitely a mature buck for where I live, North Carolina, in the mountains. That sucker, he may not be as wide as mine last year, but he has some thick mass. So I'm gonna take some pictures, and then we may ease up there and see if we can find that coyote. If he ain't messed up too bad, we'll probably skin him out. But man, I'm so proud of this deer. That's freaking a cool deer, man. I'm starting to shake a little bit more now that I've actually got to see him. So guys, I'm walking over here where the buck's been coming from, just to kind of get an idea of what it looks like, and I was looking for that coyote, but heck, I thought he was just right up here. I didn't see him go anywhere else, but probably wait for Mark to get over here, my uncle, and I'll see if I can have him look with me, but I'll show y'all. So I'm sitting right up in there. I know the sun's bad, but this is the sunny side where he come from. That's the shady side, which is good to stay in the shadows. But big ol' holly tree. Look at that scrape right there. He just cleaned that scrape out. And I never heard him, which it's wet this morning, so. And as y'all can see, there's my little blind. He may have seen the wind blow him a little blind, but I was right behind that big oak tree right there. About a 30-yard shot. Waiting on my uncle to bring the deer cart. We got a haul out of here. I mean, it's probably good 3/4 of a mile uphill. We coming downhill. So but I'm gonna get everything packed up. We're gonna gut this deer down here at the bottom and then throw them on the deer cart. Just bought a brand new deer cart. No way better way to break it in than throw a big old buck on it. So thank y'all for watching. We're gonna get this deer on the deer cart and start dragging it, and I'll show y'all that process. That ain't the fun part. This is the work part right here. But we're gonna be hunting all next week, and the rut should be really kicking in. Got one more buck tag. Got to be picky, but at least I got the first one out of the way. If that's all I kill this year, I'll be happy with that. I put in a lot of miles, a lot of walking for that deer right there. And just spending time in the woods, you kind of figure out where these deer push back in certain times of the year. Got to get them all drug out, skin out, take them to the processor. I probably won't hunt tonight, but tomorrow morning we're going to be back in the woods somewhere. Maybe here, maybe Burnsville, don't know. Just wherever God lets us think be the best place for us to go. Hope y'all liked the video. Subscribe. Go. So we should have some more good content coming down the pipeline. So just stay in the woods, stay safe. We'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching.